I met a gypsy.
So, do you follow the races and stuff much still?
Yeah.
So you're like still just a hardcore fan.
Yeah, I am. After I retired, there was a few years where I was so done with the sport that I just stayed away. But yeah, no, the past few years I've been following all the races, GPs, Supercross, motocross, everything. Yeah.
You want to give us some predictions before we get out of here? Some 2025 predictions.
2025 predictions.
250 class.
250 class.
We don't know who's racing what coast yet.
Yeah. I mean, Degen's going to be there for sure. Vial. I have a funny story about Vial, actually. So his dad, Frédéric Vial, I used to race against him when I was in France.
Way.
Yeah. And he's the one that actually gave me my nickname, Ron Ron.
Really?
Yeah. And because we had, back then in France, we had a cat food named Ron Ron, because, you know, cats.
Yeah.
So one day he just gave me that nickname, Ron Ron. So it's been so weird to see his son racing in the US the past few years. It's like, damn.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah, time flies. Yeah.
What do you make of his success that he's had?
I think he's been doing good, but I was a bit mad at him this year because he threw away so many points. Like, I feel like he could. He has the talent to be up there, and he rides amazing sometimes. But he made so many mistakes this year. Like, because I was really rooting for him, like being, you know, from France and knowing his dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And but he made so many like weird mistakes that I don't think he should be making, because he can be up there with Deegan, I think. But he's gonna have to stop making mistakes if he wants to have a chance, I think.
And then what do you make of the 450 class?
The 450 class is fucking stacked as fuck, as usual.
Crazy,
I'm glad that Tomac is back and looks like he's in pretty good shape. It's gonna be hard with Jett out there if he doesn't get hurt. I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah, what do you think of him when you watch him ride?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, I was watching the Paris Supercross, and he was the only one doing that 2, 3, and quad at the end, and he does it so effortlessly. Just bop, bop, bop.
It's crazy, dude, eh?
And that's an early section. Like, it doesn't look like it on TV, but those are big fucking 3-footers. They're not small.
Yeah. Wow, and Coop looked pretty good too.
Yeah, Coop always impresses me.
Yeah,
always.
But think about where he was in Paris last year.
Yeah.
To now.
Yeah.
Like, that's a massive. Granted, he'd only like just got on that bike, but you know what it's like over years.
Big difference,
like the compounding that you have to take place, like how long it takes to get better. He's in a way better place off season 24 than he was last year.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I mean, if he continues to improve as much as he did last year from Bercy to the races,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I hope he does. And if he does, we're going to have some good races for sure. Malcolm also looked really good.
Really good, eh?
Yeah, I'm stoked because I've been bummed for Malcolm. I think he can be up there.
Yeah.
And I hope he gets up there because he has the talent.
For sure. And just the crazy injury, like to come back from, you know, like really bad, like a break in a femur the way that he did. I'm sure, were you at that race in Phoenix when he broke his femur?
I wasn't. I was watching it on TV, but
like huge injury.
Yeah, femur's bad.
And to come back from that, like, it takes a long time.
It does, yeah. And he looks like he's doing good now, so hopefully that keeps going. We're going to have some good races. I'm really excited for it. I've been excited for Supercross for the past few years. Like, it's been awesome.
It has been cool, eh?
Yeah.
Like, it really does feel like Supercross is in a better place than it's been for a very long time.
You know what I've been thinking, though? And I think when I was racing, I would have hated this as a racer. But I think it would be, in order for Supercross or motocross to really like get up there as far as popularity, because sometimes it gets boring. Like, you know, I mean, how cool would it be to have the top guy start dead last sometimes, right? Like just,
reverse grid?
Yeah, reverse grid. Or have some races where, you know, like fun stuff, like, you know, like you have them start in a specific position and they have to get in the top 5 by the end of the race to score any points. Like stuff like that, right? Like as a racer, when I was racing, I think I would have hated that because when you're a racer, you just want to win and you want to crush everyone, right? You don't think about the fans really and how boring the race might be, right? But for fans, how cool would that be?
It's honestly a really good point, right? Like, and this is a reason why a lot of stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because they'll go to Roger DaCosta and they'll say, oh, we've got this idea. And Roger goes, no. No. And then it's like, oh, fuck, all right. And then you go to the writers, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right. But here's the thing, like, you guys probably shouldn't be making the rules. Like, maybe the people that are watching the races on the outside are the ones that should kind of have a say of, like, what they want to see. But yeah, from the inside, like, of course they're going to say no. Of course Roger doesn't want electric motorcycles. Of course, like, they don't want to change. Like, they've got their systems, they've got their processes, the riders know what to train for.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, it's a really great perspective. Like, when you actually step back and then you become a fan, you're like, I would have hated this.
Yeah.
But fuck, I'm bored right now with these races. I even think, like, the Joker lane.
Yeah.
Make a Joker lane.
I know, every race.
Every race.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that you've got to do, and it's a bit slower. Everyone's got to do it, so it'll all come out in the wash. But God, at least for a couple of fucking minutes, Jett Lawrence might be in fourth. You know, like, just give us something. Maybe he'll forget and get dock points. Like, the Joker lane has never not been a thing that made the racing better.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being in Vegas once. Maybe it was Dungeon and Villo. Was it the year that Dunge missed it one year, right?
It was Dungeon that missed it.
Yeah. And the fucking anxiety that I felt, I'm like, when's he going to do it? Like,
missed it.
Bro, you need to do the fucking Joker. Like, go and do the Joker lane. And then we're just like, he didn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then he realized he didn't do it. And like, I'm pretty sure Villo told him.
Yeah, Villo told him.
And then he was like, no.
Oh,
Amazing.
I know, it's great.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Like, you're 100% right. You know, like, or make it to where they've got the sand, but like the sand's the Joker lane. And there's like an inside, you know, what you don't have to do it, but one lap you have to do the fucking sand or whatever it is. Like,
just something. Even like
you're right.
Pit stop. Like force them 2 tire change the race. Right? They have to stop and change the tires.
Yeah. Bob Walker said that on the pod recently and he just got flamed. He's like the Deegan's agent. He was like, dude, NASCAR pit stops. I don't know if I'm going to go quite as far to stay a pit stop, but I feel like the Joker lane is like, that's for sure.
It'd be a great start. At least do that.
The problem is, I think, is just size of tracks.
Yeah.
Like, I think not every stadium you'd like be able to do it. You know, like maybe there's some logistical challenges. But yeah, I mean, they need to do some different shit for sure. Like, it definitely just gets a little bit too routine.
Yeah, for
sure. Especially when
yeah.
you've got a guy that's as good as Jett is.
Yeah.
And that, like, this field, like you said, stacked as fuck. One dude wins so much shit.
I know, it's incredible.
Crazy.
It's incredible.
He's a freak.
Yeah, he is a freak.
But there's also an element of just like, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show. Because, you know, and I default, my thinking goes back to when McGrath was winning everything.
Yeah.
That was the most growth the sport ever had.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit like, maybe.
Yeah, it's an interesting discussion, right? Because, yeah, I mean, as a rider, I would just tell anyone that said what I just said, go fuck yourself. Like, you're crazy. Like, that's so fucking stupid. But as a fan watching, I would love to see that shit.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.